guys, welcome back to my channel. How is everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing amazing. On my last video I showed you guys how to make some sourdough bagels, and I told you guys I was going to show you how to make some garlic rolls, but I decided to make two different videos just because I didn't want the first video to be super long and dragged out, and that way I can also focus more on each specific recipe within each video. So it is the same day, the bagels are still cooking in the oven, but I'm gonna go ahead and start on my garlic bread. As far as the dough goes, I already have it ready. I started it yesterday, and this is one of the easiest dough to make. If you have a stand mixer, it's even easier. You're just going to mix all the ingredients together, knead them until they're well incorporated, and then you just let it rest for like 12 hours. So I did it last night and let it rest overnight. For the ingredients, you're going to need 180 grams of warm filtered water, 100 grams of ripe sourdough starter, so active sourdough starter. You can do 48 grams of coconut oil melted. I do a butter stick, so I just melt the butter stick and that's it. 80 grams of honey, 2 eggs, 150 grams of bread flour. I used the King Arthur bread flour, and then 5 grams of salt. I actually ended up doing, I think, 10 grams of salt. This recipe, you can make cinnamon rolls, which is what the recipe is intended to, but I'm not much of a sweet person, so I decided to make garlic rolls the other day, and they came out delicious. You can also make dinner rolls with this recipe. There's a ton of things you can make, and they just come out really good. So the dough should like double in size from when you do it, which mine clearly has. And then for the inside of it, you can make whatever combination you like. I'm gonna make butter with roasted garlic and rosemary and some Asiago cheese on the inside. I have my stick of butter right here. She is soft, so I went ahead and put a garlic in the air fryer with some oil till it's like soft, and I'm just gonna squeeze this into my butter. Garlic is still a little hot, so it's gonna melt my butter even more and make it softer. Up some rosemary from my garden, so I'm just gonna throw that into my mixture. My butter is ready, so now I'm gonna go ahead and shape the dough. I'm gonna lightly flour my surface like that. Take this girl out of here. Since I'm going to be making some dinner rolls, I'm going to go ahead and cut this kind of somewhat in half. Okay. And I'm going to put this back on the bowl. Lightly flour your roller, and then just try to make a square. Once your dough looks like this, you're gonna go ahead and smear the butter that you've made or the toppings that you want to use onto the dough. Some Asiago cheese. Asiago cheese just tastes good on any bread that you make. I'm gonna roll it this way, get nice and tight, and roll it. I have my container where I'm going to bake them. I already put the same butter in here just so they don't stick. Now I'm gonna start cutting my rolls. This is what it should look like. Now we're just gonna place them on our baking dish. These three are definitely larger than all the other ones, but that's okay. This is what it looks like. Let these rest for 2 hours or until they have double in size. Now we're gonna continue with our dinner rolls, which I literally forgot about them. I think I'm gonna make 5 of these. I try to make it as even as possible. For this, you kind of want to do what we did with the bagels in my other video. You're just gonna fold it onto itself like this, and then just roll it. nicely shaped, you want to get your container, put some butter on it so they don't stick, and just place them right into the container. Put a towel over it and let them rest for 2 hours, just like the cinnamon buns, or until they have double in size. Once you see that your cinnamon buns or your dinner rolls have double in size, then you want to go ahead and put them in the fridge to cold ferment for about 2 hours. I already put mine in the fridge for just an hour because I just don't have time to have it in there for 2 hours. Also, when you have them out, the recipe says to keep them out for 4 hours or until they have double in size. So if yours haven't double in size within 2 hours, you can keep it outside longer till they do, and then put them in the fridge to cold ferment. I just did an hour. I've always just done an hour. I think 2 hours is a lot of time for my bread to be in there. So this is what they look like. Clearly they're way bigger now. They're touching. They look really, really good. And then my dinner rolls also doubled in size. They look very, very good. I went ahead and preheated my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm gonna bake these for 25 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And then once the 25 minutes are done, you're supposed to bring it up to 375 and do it for 10 minutes. Depending on how strong your oven is, it's gonna determine that. My oven usually really cooks the top of things really quick, so sometimes I don't even leave it in there for that long, just until they are golden brown at the top. We're just gonna brush some of this egg right on it like this. This just gives it like a nice sheen, like a nice glow to your buns, and they don't look dry. Dinner rolls are out of the oven. These actually came out quicker. They cooked a little bit quicker in the oven, so I already took them out, and this is what they look like. They've already been cooling for a little bit. Honestly, they look more like hamburger buns. I think I made them quite big. So this is what they look like. Nice and golden brown, and they're very thick. So I think I'm gonna save these for some burgers tomorrow. Just slice it in half, put my little patty in there. It's gonna be so good. These are perfect. Maybe I could have cooked them a little bit less because I feel like the top is really maybe overcooked, but so good. These are very simple. They don't have much flavor just because I didn't add anything extra to them, but you can add extra things to it to make it more tasty. Since I am going to be using them for hamburger buns, I didn't want them to be, you know, like too flavorful because the food already has so much flavor. But yeah, these are the buns. They look so freaking cute. Look, they're pretty thick, you guys. This little piece I got. These taste like sourdough, like sour. That's really good. I really like these. This right here is what the garlic rolls look like. Nice and toasty. It smells so freaking good. I just hope that they are all the way cooked, just because the bottom doesn't look that cooked. But yeah, this is what they look like. I'm gonna go ahead and cut into them and try one of these out. It literally like falls apart like on rolls, but it is all the way cooked. I'm gonna go ahead and try a piece. Ooh. And then this piece has like garlic and rosemary on it, so I think it will be really good to try. Try it out. That's so good. That tastes so much better with the rosemary. Wow. Yes, I've been eating bread all freaking day. I made so much. I made those buns. I made these garlic rolls, and then I also made bagels. So good. My favorite still are the bagels. I loved my bagels. They're so freaking good. David loves these garlic rolls. He loves garlic stuff. So he's gonna love these so much. I also like them, but I just love my bagels. The one thing I do love about this bread, specifically like this dough, is the consistency. It's like super soft. It falls apart. It's just very, very delicious. And you can do so many things with them. Like you can make the burger buns, you can make cinnamon rolls. It's just, the combinations are endless, really. So I really, really like this type of dough. And it's super easy because you just mix everything up and it's ready. But yeah, anyways, that's how you make some garlic rolls and dinner rolls. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I can try and answer them for you. But that's gonna be it for today's video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you on my next video.